from Mini Bowl Design, and today I got some time to start putting the flesh, as I call it, on my Velomobile. It really completely changes the look of it when you go from just a skeleton to start putting the skin on. Now what I'm doing here is I've got some grade 1 perfect pine, no knots at all, 3/4 inch thick, and I'm stripping it out about 3/16 of an inch thick and attaching it to each one of these attach points all the way around. Then once it's on there and all attached and it's pretty darn solid, then I'm skinning it with duct tape. Now this is a long ways from perfect. I've made a lot of mistakes on it, and which I intended to, and I've also ended up with some really good information. This is going to be a bit ugly and a bit coarse, but it's the first in probably a series of these bodies that I'll build. The one good thing I've got out of this is I have all the dimensions now for a body that fits me, especially back in this area where your arms and stuff are. So I have all the basic dimensions to build the next one. And I also know the limitations of this material, and I learned something pretty valuable. This one is made out of steel tubing, which I got for some old Walmart canvas folding lawn chairs. All the tubing in this is Walmart folding lawn chairs. Didn't cost me anything. It doesn't weld very well. You got to be real careful. You end up with a bubble gum weld, you know. And I'm just using duct tape to cover it and just some wood. So if I make any mistakes, or I'm not out any amount of money. I've invested very little money in this, in the body of this. But what I learned was how all the dimensions for everything should be, to be room for me to pedal and move around and have room and everything. And I also learned that this is not a good format, because when I get done it's going to be very heavy, too heavy. This whole thing when I get done is probably going to weigh around 80-85 pounds, which is crazy heavy. So when I do the next one, it won't have a steel cage on it. I'm thinking of making the cage on the next one out of some type of wood, maybe basswood or something. And it would be easier to hook these battens on. The battens don't weigh hardly anything. The steel frame is where all the weight is. It'd be a lot easier to hook these battens onto a wooden frame than a steel frame, because I could glue them and nail them right in place, basically aircraft construction. So, that's where I am right now. Like I say, I've got a lot to learn on this, and I've learned a lot already. So, I've put my 10 miles in on my bike tonight already, and then changed back into my street clothes, got out of my Lance Armstrong uniform, put my helmet away. Soon I went out and loaded a bunch of rocks and brought them up to the house. She's landscaping the backyard. And then she cooked like crazy all day. She cooked bread and a great big huge pizza and corn chowder and all kinds of stuff. So I kind of been chowing down on that, getting my strength back after my bike ride. I'm Kenny from Mini Bowl Design. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything,